Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The portal to many dimensions is open. Ohayo gozaimasu. Konnichigen. It's your favorite maniac, the multi-dimensional Dajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in virtual idol form. In VTuber form, I should be saying now. I prefer to, I think it's more accurate to say it like that. But yeah, why am I never centered when I start the screen? Like, not as centered as I like to be. Like, man, my posture is so weird sometimes. I don't know if it's a posture thing. But hey, happy Friday. Today's Friday in California. If you're not in California, it's Saturday maybe for you. Depends on where you are. But yeah, happy Friday/Saturday. Final Fantasy Friday once again at last. The last Final Fantasy Friday. How long ago was that? Over a month ago. One day in January. I don't think it even was February. Actually, I can check very quickly. Give me a second here. Let's check it quickly just to make sure I know which one it is. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, hope everybody's week has been great so far. I've been very busy with other behind the scenes stuff. Again, schedules may change. Was it the first Final Fantasy Friday? No, it wasn't. Past streams here. No, I'm looking at further past streams here. Crystalline Final Fantasy Friday. Through the Maelstrom, Superstars of Eorzean, Defenders of Eorzean. Manderville Madness, which had technical issues that... Okay, it was February 3. Alright, it was February at least. Well, at least we did have a Final Fantasy Friday in February. Before all the other kind of madness happened, but yeah. It was on February 3. And even that stream in itself had technical issues. I had to cut it short in the middle of all the quests and stuff, so... When we get into Final Fantasy XIV right now, you're gonna see that I'm just out in the open, in the middle of the quests and stuff. Because the original objective for the quests in the Hildebrand Manderville saga was to go for, actually, I think I should just show you. Give me a second. I think it would be best if I show you from the wiki. Great to see you, Lurin. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you earlier. You did post the message. Glad you could be here, Lurin. It's always good to have you on Final Fantasy Friday, of course. What have you been up to? You kinda have been away from FF14, right? Kinda being the key word, I guess we could say. Let me switch things up here. Hold on. Gotta set up the screen for the browser. You're so torn at the moment? Everything okay? I hope everything is able to work out. Right, so again, we're basing it on the wiki here, so... The FF14 console games wiki. I mean, that's how the URL is called. Yeah, we were in the middle of this. I think I didn't get this Manderville dance. The hammer. So we were aiming to do all the way until the Defenders of Eorzean content. Because also a recap of everything we've been doing in FF14 so far is that we were also doing the regular patches for the 7th Astral Era quests. Let me show you on the screen. Dreams of Ice was going to follow after this Manderville madness. And yes, I wanted to do each of these in one stream or so. It's a lot to do in one stream, but as long as I keep having Final Fantasy Fridays free, and I think I will be able to keep Fridays free like this, despite the changing situations when it comes to jobs and such outside of the stream. Because this is a job too, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, I think I'll be able to keep Fridays mostly free. At least for now. We will see how it all works out after this, but yeah. Then Before the Fall Part 1, Before the Fall Part 2 or so. And after that, it will be the start of Heaven's Sword. Still quite a ways away, honestly. Still quite a little bit away from that. I get the feeling, so, would be great if we could do before the fall on the same week. Like, I just scheduled 2 Final Fantasy XIV streams on the same week. One of them is on Final Fantasy Friday, the other is not. Just because it's Final Fantasy Friday doesn't mean it's the only day in which we stream FF14, you know? It's just that there's many other games I want to play as well. I want to stream as well. So that's how things are. Next week, maybe we could have it, because Fall Guys is going to take a back seat now that we achieved the maximum tier in the Season Pass. You were going to do a Final Fantasy XIV stream with Crimson Dog tomorrow, just after I announced it to Little Everyone. Can you let me know if she has a covenant on video now, and I was going to change my sleep schedule to play with her, and you can time it out. I don't know what to do. It's best to wait. I think for 2 reasons. That it's best if she has a full recovery. I'm sorry to hear that about Crimson Dog. No. Let her have the most full of recoveries, and without the need to mess up your sleep schedule either. I'm sure Crimson Dog would understand. Like, there's no need to mess up your sleep schedule. Well, I don't know what it is you were going to do in the collab, but I would save it for like extremely important things. Like, it's a super special event that, I don't know, like a concert that you even like make it a members only stream or a subscriber only stream or something like that. One that you've been planning for months or something like that. Like a super special thing. Only then, if there's no other choice, mess up your sleep schedule. But for something like that, well, that's my advice. That's my advice, Eorzean. And also because it's best to just wait for a full recovery, I would say. In my opinion. If that is what you're torn about, that is my advice for you. My 2 cents. But back to what we were gonna do, yeah. I'm not gonna go for as long as it takes to finish everything up until the last quest in Defenders of Eorzean for the Manderville saga. So this is where we're gonna reach, the last in the Defenders of Eorzean part of this, because we still haven't done Dreams of Ice. We're gonna do Dreams of Ice, and then we're gonna come back to this, and then before the fall, and we come back to this. Something like that. Actually, yeah, Eorzean, or anybody else that knows this, should I be doing the Manderville quest before I do the main patch that it came with? Because if that is the case, then we'll do the Dreams of Ice. We'll do this one. Not today, probably, but we'll do this one before we do Dreams of Ice in Final Fantasy 14. 7 Astral Era quests. I get the feeling it should be after, but I'm not sure. Or maybe it doesn't matter either way. I don't know. Being very distracted with Destiny 2 lately. Oh no. I hope it's been fun though. And how is Mist doing with that? Did he get distracted too? Because you got him into the game. Slowly getting back to Halo and FF14. Glad to hear. I thought you were also on Halo. Like, I remember you said something about, I think it was a strategy game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Might be wrong about that. But yes, that is the little, what to call it? There was one particular word that comes from series. Recap, there we go. That's a little recap of what we did last time. I need to get better at doing recaps. I think it could be better. Like, last time on Dragon Ball Z. Last time on Kamen Rider Decade. Last time on Khaiden Tajigen's multi-dimensional portal thingy. Something like that, right? Let's stop the music now as we head into the Final Fantasy XIV dimension at long last. I have been playing the last few days or so. Just did leveling roulettes to make sure I'm not that rusty or everything. Testing the game as well. Didn't do anything besides that. I'm literally in the same location in which I ended that last stream. Over a month ago, my god. I haven't moved from here because I'd rather not have to relocate myself to this location. It's like one of those places you can't find on the map. I would have to consult the wiki for when the quest starts for whatever it is we're gonna do next. So Gilgamesh has already revealed himself. There was a pot we broke from some bitchy aristocratic lady. The other investigator that seems to have a problem with Hildebrand. Bad things coming for Hildebrand, maybe. The flamboyant oaf, I think it's Gilgamesh. So, You're playing through Halo Wars 2 with Magical Ducky. I didn't know you could do it with other players. Nice. The Manderville story is really funny and well made and thus worth playing. However, it is totally disconnected from MSQ until Endwalker. Like, I wasn't even asking if it's connected or not. But apparently it's connected. I wasn't actually expecting it to be directly connected. Until end Walker, though. Also, let's get the Twitch follower goal there. We're still on the road. On that road, 旅に出る理由は towards 500 followers. 世界が滅びる未来変えるため Well, we continue where we left off right here. Just like that. Just do it as filler content, don't you dare call it filler! This is important business, okay? How dare you talk like that about Hildebrand. But yeah, this is the one with the Manderville dance. Ooh. I gotta see what that looks like. Yeah, what I wanted to know mostly, Lurin, was whether it makes a difference to do it before or after the patches that it came with, because we're doing it according to the patches that it came with. Well, we're catching up with it because we didn't do it like that. But after we finish with the stuff that's related to point 3, Defenders of Eorzean, that came with Defenders of Eorzean, which is the last thing we did, then Dreams of Ice, yeah. I think I'll do it before it. So we'll do all of the stuff that came with Dreams of Ice, and then we'll start Dreams of Ice. I think that's how we're gonna do it. Well, I'll see how I feel after I end the point 3-1, the last of the point 3-1. At long last, we are going to resume this. Play the whole Manderville story, then just go freaking hard in MSQ. No, I want to do it. I want to do it like that. Get that experience, and if anything, that's gonna make it feel more connected to the main story, even if it's not directly connected like that. You know, I like that immersion, you know, I like that chronology with things. It's about immersion and chronology. Maximum chronology, as much as we can. The ultimate chronological order, as much as we can. And we're gonna do it like that. So it's gonna be kind of alternating. Kind of. But let's continue at last. Oh man, what voices was I even doing for them? Let's try to remember. There is but one person in all the Eorzean capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of a great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Ulta, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humbled lapidary of whom I speak. Where did I leave off in MSQ? 7th Astral Era Umbral Quests, patch 2.3 Defenders of Eorzean. And you can tell from the past broadcasts as well. Or, well, from the VODs. Dreams of Ice is next. I'm pretty sure that is the case. Yeah. The thumbnails that I do for them help me remember that too. I don't recall doing a thumbnail particularly for Dreams of Ice, so yeah. That's why it's great to strategize the way you're gonna be doing things. First of all, I think it's an exciting way to present it to the viewers, to you, my friends. And second, it really makes you be able to strategize your thumbnails better. I know. Twitch doesn't require thumbnails, but I like to do them anyway because they also make great announcements for Twitter and Discord. Well, I've talked about this in other streams. We're gonna talk about this again another time. Let's focus still on the Manderville storyline. His was the last shop the thieves struck. For the following morning, they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief, who kept muttering the words, "The hammer, the hammer." He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does, but I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Haha, I can confirm to be Gilgamesh. Bam bam, bam bam, bam bam. Bam bam, bam bam. Bam bam ba bam ba 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 ba. That's my rendition of Battle in the Big Bridge. There you go. Music. Now that's music. This is art. 10 out of 10 rendition there. Don't you tell me otherwise. But his companion Enkidu though. Didn't know he had a chicken companion like that. Reminds me of a certain ducky. Well, not really. It has been many months since last I saw her. So to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed the rooster and painted it green. Painted it green? In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. You're about to go into pre-heaven sword? Isn't this all technically pre-heaven sword? Well, most immediate pre-heaven sword, I think is what you mean. But yeah, in between ARR and heaven sword itself. And perfect time to get sidetracked with Manderville. They're gonna go hand in hand, as I said, which is great. I get the feeling I'm missing even more things that probably got released with all these patches that I'd like to do. I think we still had some PvP stuff left, didn't we? Good heavens. Well, we'll figure it out later. I'll look into this again later. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, the agent of the Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. Gilligan. If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanaland. It is there we shall begin our search. Now that's one thing, I finally found a pitfall with Hildebrand Manderville. That's one thing I don't like about him, not being able to remember names like that. That's not nice, Hildebrand. I say that and I suck at remembering names. But, well, he seems to be doing a bit too intentionally, maybe. PvP is fun? I don't know. I don't know yet. I'll be the judge of that when I finally get through it. Probably gonna get myself killed in all sorts of incredible ways. No, but I want to try it out, especially if it's linked to the main story in some way or another, which as far as I know it is. Let's get for this beautiful markup. You know, I think I'm going to disable the mount music again. It just gets tiresome to keep hearing just the intro to the song, and then I stop hearing it. Like, you just hear, and then I'm dismounted already. I know it's different for every mount, but which option was it? System configuration. I think it's here. Play music when mounted. Better to continue the music that's already in the background. I am at this part. This part, you say? Nani kore? Nashu Makaraka? Why are you saying "oh no" in all caps? The Dublin's wounds indicate that he was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been that long. Maybe whoever did it is still around. Why are you saying "oh no" in all caps like that? Well, what could possibly go wrong here? What could be so bad that you would react like that? There's Gilgamesh. What are we about to witness? This goldsmith is not to be trifled with. Not you. No, stop doing that. There we go. Let me drink my tea here. Ceylon Black again. This time with lemon, though. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in FF14. I think maybe you mean because of the Manderville dance. The only thing I know about JoJo is the fantastic poses that they do with this fantastic style of animation. I think I shouldn't aggro these basilisks, right? 11 level difference. Should be okay. What the hell is that thing, though? What on earth is that? What on Eorzean? His handiwork is unmistakable. The corpse is still quite warm. Some Yaksa comedy in the mix. And hello there, Mist. I was asking Lurin earlier since he was saying he's still addicted to Destiny 2. Well, addicted is not the word he used, but yeah. How are you feeling with Destiny 2? You got 2 shiny Pokemon today! In which Pokemon game? The Dublin, the Basilisk, this Ahriman. All were slain with a hammer. As was that beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. In Pokemon Violet, excellent choice of game. A Merip and a Mass Shift. Nice. Distracted, not addicted. There we go. Sorry about that. That Chimera must be his latest prize. which means he must still be about. Mayhap he's watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. He couldn't possibly be his father, right? Because I know Godbird is still going to appear in this at some point. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What must you do that is so terrible? I must dance! I'm a Manderville man, doing what only a Manderville can. From the beats of Curtas to Tanalan, Manderville man. I cannot avert mine eyes! Nani kore? That is the dance of House Manderville. It's down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions, I must bequeath to you the Manderville. I see. I see. What? I don't even know how to react to this. Okay. Right, you're addicted to F14. You got a new mount of F14 today as well. Wonderful. Wonderful, Mist. We gotta do the Manderville dance, okay. What is this? This is a fate, isn't it? Just kinda speed reading through it. Looks kinda nice, but sorry, not gonna go with that. Well, I think this is Godbird himself. Or somebody that looks a lot like him, I don't know. Whoops, didn't mean to read over that part. The previous dialogue. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Manderville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Manderville can. Indeed! Hey, it takes a true detective to do something like that. Takes a next level talent. That's your new mount. Look at that madness that Melody Lighthope was doing there. Gold Saucer Daddy incoming hot. But it was his very own father who's also the creator of the Gold Saucer? What a multi-talented man. A multi-dimensional superstar. Truly. How am I able to learn the dance so quickly? That's gotta be the Eorzean gift of the Warrior of Light, because no way I would be able to learn the dance that quickly. But yay, Manderville. Fancy yourself a Manderville man, you would do what only a Manderville can, then lift your legs and put up your hands, be a Manderville man. He comes! Oh my god. I see the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reference you said though, Elurin. Oh my god, what the heck are we witnessing here? Ho ho ho! You have naught to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I came to settle were with the Chimera. Why is he dressed like that though, or underdressed like that? What is the explanation for that? But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbird. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? Absolute chat. But more importantly, how in the hells did you learn the Manderville? If I did not teach you, then who? Hildebrand doesn't seem happy to see his father though. Oh. The direction here is so good, though. Wow. By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives. Should be happy to see your son is still alive, right? He's about to chase him, isn't it? Wow. Japanese comedy moment? I think it's just comedy in general, though. Because he's Godbert Manderville, that's why? Look at him! Look at them! Rocket engines engage. Is that a reference to something I'm not getting? Hildebrand Helidor Maximilian Manderville! Oh, Suplex City, bitch! Let's go! It's a perfect suplex! Wow! Welcome to Suplex City! Courtesy of your own father! Welcome back to the living, Hildebrand! 10 years, Hildebrand! 10 years since you left home! And 5 since I learned of your trip to Dalamud! How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead? Son? You are Hildy's father! Godbert the goldsmith's a Manderville man, smithing as only a Manderville can. Oil him up and give him a 10, fit for a Manderville man. Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand. WWE music plays. Brock Lesnar's theme, maybe. What a mega chat. Giga chat. Terra chat. This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria. Look how serious he gets though, good stuff. Oh, is he gonna do it on the spot? Just like that? Ha! No worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement. TMI. He's gonna do it on the spot, the mad lad, the maniac, the Giga Chat. Because he's got Manderville. Look at that! No cracks visible. Ow! Hold your applause until the end. Byrgot, guide my hammer. Byrgot, maybe? Look at that! Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art? Indeed. Oh my god. You completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value. Nonsense. I have taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer? What an incredible individual, though. That's nothing to do with the gold saucer. He has many talents. Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too. Innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter. You will understand in due time. No, I will not! I am an inspector, father! I can be naught else! Mr. Godbert, sir. I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. It's her mother, the one that's acting bitchy towards her? Bless this poor girl's heart. She probably won't let Mr. Hildebrand help with the investigation. Who gives a fuck about her opinion? We cannot say that for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this reimagining. What is with the faces that Hildebrand makes? You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. You know, I'm something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his. Enkidu as well, I should think. Haha, I see you too possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Craig. Now, let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our advice is received. This is gonna be amusing. Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence. I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials. Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow Anon. My god. Yeah, Spider-Man reference. Oh, you got it. You got it. Let's catch up with the chat a little bit. I think I want to do it more like that. Focus on the cutscenes more, and then we continue with the chat. I keep saying that, and then I don't do it, and I keep changing my mind, but yeah. Melody, you've been spinning for so long. Are you okay? Look at that. You spin me right around, baby, right around. Yoshi P actually did that dance once. What? I gotta see that. You're dizzy? Dismount! Or, yeah, take another mount. Man, I gotta clear this inventory. Some of these things, like the 2 triple track cards gotta be traded, and these weapon coffers, I don't know what I'm gonna do with some of them. I think I was waiting until I got the level for those weapons. I gotta kind of catch up to remember how to do some of the things in here. I'll eventually get more glamour prisms. The currencies, let me check this. 2,370 company seals, because I'm mostly using them for glamour prisms until the day I subscribe. Which again, I think it's only gonna be until I finish Heaven's Sword. So I can get the most value out of the free trial, I guess you could say. Because it's a point of no return. When you subscribe, it's a point of no return. You can never go back to free-to-play in this same way. So I'd rather complete everything free-to-play has to offer in terms of story. Oh yeah, here's my minion of light, by the way. We got the fighter, the warrior this time. It's a different one every time. I have a minion roulette as well. It's a roulette of its own, the minion of light. But then the minion roulette, I forgot about that. But the reason I opened the inventory, do I still have... No, we don't have Vesper Bay Etheryte tickets anymore. Which is fine. We made full advantage of them, which is great. Yeah, let's teleport to the nearby area. To Vesper Bay, which is here. The horizon. Just a little bit away from that. If you want to join us there, Melody. Try not to get dizzy. Manderville man doing what a Manderville can. Hey, I hope you like the little melodies I come up with on the spot for some of them. I'm also... For the first one that Hildebrand did, not the one that Godbert did, but the one Hildebrand did at the beginning. Not sure if you noticed, but I was doing it to the melody of the background music. Well, kind of. And I'm gonna try to do it like that. For future melodies or future singing on the spot or whatever. Be careful, Melody, don't get dizzy. I don't see any reason to elevate ourselves off the ground. Let's keep on the ground here. We get to hear the sounds the mount makes. There are some really pleasant sounds when you are in a mount in a game and you're maybe on concrete. This is not one of them. I mean, this isn't unpleasant either, but it's not like those sounds that are like a joy to the ears, personally. There was one in a game, I forgot which one. It may have been ESO in concrete, like on a mount. Oh, force of habit. Whoops. I was heading towards another location where we have to go into, yeah, this area here. Before we do that, we're due for a 90-second ad break. So let's get that ad break going. And we'll continue with the quest here. But what was I going to say? The Manderville dance. How do I do that? Yes, I performed the Manderville. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Complete with like a smile on the face. Hold on. I need a good angle for this. No way I would learn the dance so quickly. This is the gift of being a warrior of light. Being able to do it here in this dimension. We are multi-dimensional, like the doctor said. Yesterday I watched episode 5 of the Sensorites. The Sensorite serial in Doctor Who. And And it's great because I made a GIF. I posted a GIF of the doctor, the first doctor, looking absolutely stylish with a new cloak he got. It looks even better on the scene where it's happening. He doesn't just do it for no reason, as I describe also there. But he looks so good. The first doctor in the Sensorites is in top form. Like, this idea that the first doctor in Doctor Who is this like tired old man, grumpy, is completely mistaken. He's so far from that. Like, many aspects that are more related to his later incarnations, oh, and it doesn't stop, by the way, are there from the first incarnation, from the very first Doctor, you know? Doctor, turn off my cringe inhibitors? That's on you, if you have them. No reason to cringe here. There's nothing that will make you cringe here at all. Mayhap Miss Maria should be the one to present the vase. Oh, man. This bitch better behave herself. I don't like her. I hope she likes it. Well, a bunch of all sorts of shenanigans are gonna happen here. Let's see. Because Godbert is also here somewhere doing who knows what. Dressed in nothing but his underwear, I think. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your chicanery? I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Dorilda. Not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beasts attack, which they did, but... Gaudy trash. Lord Manderville, sir! I did not realize you had arrived. Aha, well, look how the situation turns. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy. Oh, sorry, that's her saying it. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Look at the way he's dressed, though. What is that? Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction. Your reconstruction? Why isn't it shining anymore, though? It looked better before. It should still have that glow. Yeah, he's also the owner of the gold saucer. I know. This is why I'm admiring him, like... What a multi-talented man. This is incredible. Oh ho ho! I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief! I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildebrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say. Expository? I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildebrand, will you not? Honestly, I did not expect this plot twist. Wait a minute. Your father is Lord Godbert Manderville, the man who took Eolan Quiveron's seat on the Syndicate. He's also on the Syndicate. I trust Godbert is not a corrupt individual, though. The only goldsmith whose level is over 9,000! Sorry, miss, those sound commands are not really working anymore. But I gotcha. Some of them are gonna come back in a sound alert widget. And we're gonna have new ones as well. Like that one I said from the doctor, where he's saying we are multidimensional. Yeah, that scoundrel sound effect has been around for years. Anyway, I said I would focus on the cutscenes first. Let's go. It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years, of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies towards the investigation of the thieving duelist. What about that other inspector, though? Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briardine. Briardine? I don't know. I still don't like this bitch. Look at her. She's such a jerk. A jerkina. Come, we have a thief to catch. Let us seek out Inspector Briardine at once. Hope I did not speak over much earlier. My wife would describe it as a proclivity to pontificate. but I prefer to think of it as an earnest desire to establish rapport with my fellow men. You and your wife are both very eloquent individuals, for putting it that way. I expect his wife is just as extraordinary as he and their son is. I think she likes it. She likes it because Godbert did it. She does that. I don't know. Oh, there he is already. Is he doing all right though? Now the situation is kind of against him. Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Dorilda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now, kindly share with us all your information. I mean, I was kind of disliking him for being mean towards Hildebrand like that. But to be fair, Hildebrand was the one that kind of insulted him first, if you recall the cutscene. So he had a right to respond the way he did, right there, at that moment. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojompa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the Observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Dorilda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're hiding the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, all our forces will converge on his location, including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real Treaty Blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. Look at him. In absolute peak form. Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. I don't think he has that capacity, to be fair. I don't think that's possible. Don't leave it to Hildebrand, leave it to the rest maybe, but... Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be a towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Is Gilgamesh himself? Is it Gilgamesh? Also? A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in snowy Kurthas. Man, of course it's Gilgamesh, it's gotta be. Then I suppose we don't need your help after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Oh, Elle is going with him. Hildebrand is still being nice though, all things considered. Pray, forgive my lateness. Oh, and he comes only after that, otherwise Elle and the other inspector would have recognized him. Does he have a halberd? I'm not sure if he does, I can't see here. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon thief. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... a ridiculous outfit! A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? My god, this questline. Haha, what reasons indeed. It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. This is going to explode in such comic fashion. Mama Manderville is too familiar to you? I'll explain when you get further in the story. Yeah, don't give me any spoilers. I would like to meet her with the least amount of spoilers possible. But if I am going to meet her, and she's as extraordinary as Godbert and Hildebrand, what an amazing family of people. Actually, yeah, I think I saw her triple triad card. But not as much as Godbert's, so I don't really remember her that much. What was it, Juliana, or something like that? I think the name is not a spoiler, so you can tell me. I think it's not a spoiler, but yeah. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the Observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Briardine's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. Sally forth. No time to waste, make it haste. Towards Kurthas in Camp Dragonhead. Back to the wintry area, you might say. Get a coat, dress yourselves up well, because it's gonna get cold. So many quests in this area. Not sure if you can tell on the minimap, depending on your resolution. I have the Mount Roulette as well, but Markup just looks so gorgeous. I gotta keep using Markup. The 3 collectors. Can't wait to go back to combat and all that, though, for some quests. Well, I mean, some of these may still involve combat, but not as heavily as, like, more mainline quests that involve duties, raids, maybe. We'll get back to them, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oh, this music is great too, though. Yush, let's execute the Saksen, the Keikaku. Translator's note, Keikaku means plan. Haha. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you're one of the many tasks with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade? Clearly you're mistaking me for someone else, sir. At ease, Sergeant. They're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But sir, Bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. We are so gonna move. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows. And they just missed him. Had they seen him, they would have recognized him as a duelist, probably. I can see him doing that. Taking weapons from the enemies he defeats, like the kind of warrior that he is. It's a classic thing to do. What is the name of those warriors that do that? It's not necessarily samurai, right? Kono ken moratte ikuzo, ore no kachi da. Something like that, right? I think I'll join you as soon as you get to where I am. You're not too far off. Okay. Might not happen on this stream, though. Depends on how far we can go. I am with a time limit today, unlike the previous streams we've done with this, in which I go as far as I can. But hopefully this week we still have Friday free enough. We'll see. And the weeks after that and all that. To really make a great priority with Final Fantasy XIV. And maybe more Final Fantasies. We'll see. Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you, after administering the requisite beating. Aha! You're gonna have to duel yourself, my friend Greg. And they come without seeing him. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, full eager to catch the thief. As are we. Come, Nashu, we too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Sure thing. How is this gonna turn out? How is this gonna turn out? But yeah, the music in this sound is so lovely. Didn't appreciate it before. I mean, it's not like it's my first, second, third, fourth, etc. time here. You see that just now? No? I don't think the eyes were playing tricks on me. But there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector! Over there! Look! What is it, Nashu? Pray, tell me what you see. You know what this reminds me of? That SpongeBob episode in which he was made hall monitor. And he took it extremely far. He took it to be like a police officer with power over everything in the city. And he became a criminal while doing that, but also, yeah. If you know the episode, you know what I'm talking about. Kind of hard for me to describe without going on a whole tangent. Aha! I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is aught amiss? When will Hildebrand put the pieces together? He's not going to. Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here over long. We must digress, post haste. He is right there. He is right there, or was right there. Oh my god. This is gonna be so hilarious. We are multidimensional Mandervilles now. What a beautiful alliteration, Bob. Great to see you. We are indeed. There's not out of the ordinary here either. No luck, There's the chicken! We have scoured every elm of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned that his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildebrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he is... Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself with more than your wits. I think he'll be fine. He survived death and being buried alive, sort of. He'll be fine. He survived falling after battling Dalamud, being buried afterwards. Yeah, honestly, I think he's gonna be fine. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, is that the self-same spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Wow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed should worst come to worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. He's right there. This is brilliant writing and direction. Just 5 stars. 5 stars. Come now, how hard can it be to find a large man dressed in red in Kurthas? Right. Hildebrand is the definition of dense? No. He's on a different wavelength. He's a genius in his own right. A different dimension entirely. Speaking of a different dimension, just in time. Great timing there, Cat. We'll die for our king. And our swords will be stained by their blood. Call me Cat, bringing an invasion from another dimension. Welcome everyone, this is the melody of the song that follows that jingle. That's the whole song, but I'm getting carried away. An invasion from another dimension from the Call Me Cat dimension. Welcome, Cat. Welcome, Energy Surge. I forgot a T. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, no, wait. You're saying that to Mist. Yeah, it gets tricky when there's names like that. Well, welcome, Energy Surge. Cat from their dimension. I am the multi-dimensional Tajigin Khaiden, a sentient star cluster in VTuber form. Yeah. See if you can get the shout out right, Mist. I like to see what they are doing. Too many T's. It happens. Don't worry about it. Might be easier to copy and paste the name if you're able to. But you're fine, Cat. Don't worry about it. We are in the middle of very, very amusing quest lines here with Hildebrand, Manderville, and company. I'm having the time of my life just seeing the quest. You were doing art. All right. Didn't know you did art, Cat. Nice. Well, if that's what you were doing. I know, because I've used the art category when I've done, like... That one time I did the schedules and the thumbnails on the stream. Or I think it was just the schedule. But I might do it again. A new reactive, nice. Gotcha. I can't wait to see that. I do miss Fortnite, but I'm hoping to return soon. I just reinstalled it. And it's a great time to return. That new season looks so gorgeous. Mega. Here we go, Mega. Fortnite Mega. Da 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 da. Da da Mega and Mega. Da 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 da. We shall return. For Fortnite we shall use this melody. Mega, Mega, Mega. Denji Sentai. Mega Ranger. That's from Mega Ranger, you see? But it works. Haha. You're so excited for it? Great. Eren Yeager is part of it. I'm not very much into Attack on Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin, but I It's one of those things in which I'm not disappointed. I'm not excited, but I'm happy for that sort of collab. Like, you know, in Smash Brothers, I'm not into Minecraft yet, but you know, when Steve and the other Echo Fighter for Minecraft got announced, I was not excited because I'm not into Minecraft yet, but I was happy because I think it's a really good collab to have. The same with like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I gotta be honest with you, when they announced what was the name? The one from Fire Emblem Three Houses as another fighter, I was disappointed. But that's the difference, right? Happy is a thing too. I'm excited for the weapon. I don't know what the name is. Such a shame I missed, well, I missed a lot of things, but also a shame I missed like the My Hero Academia special attack. I would have wanted to use it and see what it's like. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it though, because I still need to test the performance with it after all the graphical upgrades and such. Core, it's cold out here. Will we ever see Rem Royale again? It's kind of in the plans. We're kind of planning it with Lurin. Hopefully we will. Take your pose, my good man, and entrust your safety to me. Inspector Hildebrand is ready for battle. So let's continue with the questline here, alright? Yush! This is gonna be extremely funny, I think. Wow, excuse me. It looks great with that, like, big spear. Kind of looked like a halberd. I would have thought it was the halberd. The last empanada. You're a superstar. Thank you for that follow. But yeah, let's continue here. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? There he is. 'Twas not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? It's the halberd he's looking for, right? My god. This direction! Oh, who directed this? I should have taken screenshots. Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, it bore resemblance to a spear, but in other respects, it was quite different. It's a halberd. It's the halberd. It's that same weapon, right there! Are you kidding me? It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was welded a musket barrel. The sound effects, oh my god. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Aha!
Supernova explosion!
Ellerine_Direstorm gifted a tier 1 sub to Tajiganbot. They have given 19 gift subs in the channel.
Okay, a little bit to unwrap right there. First of all, thank you, Lurin, for giving a supernova explosion to Tajiganbot. It's funny that of all things, it was Tajiganbot that got it. The good news is, I can now use it to maybe expand the command for the raids, so that it also shows the subscriber rate. For as long as it's subscribed, even after it stops being subscribed, it may be a good idea to continue doing that. Because, you know, the subscriber version of the raid uses the subscriber emote. I'm gonna make a note of that. Probably not gonna do it on the stream, but... yeah, just making a note of that. Well, the Tajiganbot doesn't need a subscription for me to describe it this way, but now wherever it travels to, whether it's Eorzean, Vanadiel, Middle-earth, Jupiter, Mars, Normandy, Italy, Peru, the Mesopotamian Empire, etc., etc., it has gone from shining superstar to shining still supernova. Thank you, Lurin, for that supernova sub to the Tajiganbot with the classic Sonic the Hedgehog victory fanfare of all things. Very nice, very nice. There's like 70 plus different variations. There's still some more I need to add to it. But it works out one way or another. It all goes towards me and the next paycheck. Thank you, Lurin. You're always so kind. So let's continue right here. It was one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearn to reclaim it. The strongest of spears. Where am I? There we are. Is he going to put 2 and 2 together? Yeah. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to... And it was the same spear that was involved in the Red Moon fight with Hildebrand? Hold on a minute, there's more into this crazy story. The strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Now you call me Shirley? No matter. Give it to me. Give it to me. The duelist reveals himself. Aha. Oh, this spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. This spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. May I suggest a duel? Oh. This is genius. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss Ellie, you're grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man, who I am certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. Oh, there it is. There it is. I believe that constitutes a confession. Tease him. Whatever are we gonna do here? A confession to what? I have done not wrong. You all are beyond reason. It's gonna be the battle at the big bridge. Surely. Yes! My plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. They're heading towards a bridge. It's gotta be on a bridge. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. But what happens if they fight him? Gilgamesh is a very capable fighter. Surely. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't. So let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. That's what I'm talking about. If you're saying that, then how are you gonna send these 3 men to fight it? They're gonna die. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Oh, this is a multi-person duty, is it? You're a great streamer, Khaiden. You deserve all the love, and you have all my love for saying something like that. Thank you, Lurin. Thank you kindly. Which way did he go, Khaiden? Did you see? Lest you find my advice on sporting, I remind you that our duty supersedes any misbegotten notions of honor you may possess. No, I don't think so. His name isn't really Greg, is it? The Great Gilgamesh. No, Inspector Briardine, I'm not gonna forsake honor. Whatever you say. But Gilgamesh may be getting it a bit wrong by claiming the weapons like that. To an extent. Now, we gotta get another 90-second ad break or so. So, I'm going to wait a little bit. What is going on with Hildebrand? Wait, what happened here? What happened here? Nani kore? You can join for the battle? Okay. In a few moments. Let's wait a little bit, and then we'll get to it. I'll drink some water in the meantime. Ducky, you can join us? Alright. So if it really is a multi-person thing, let's go. How many people is it? 4? I would have preferred to fight Gilgamesh one-on-one, like a true duel. But if he really is that powerful, then yeah, that makes sense. We would need one more, which we could do random if it searches that randomly. Or we'll see. Yeah, if Eorzean is able to, for the Superstar Squad. Well, I shouldn't talk while we're having the ads right now. I mean, I shouldn't, like, read the chat and stuff. See, those 90-second ads are, like, every 30 minutes or so that we don't get them randomly, and instead we get them like this. Especially when we get raids, like that one, right? Also, I am so sorry, I forgot to thank Miltendo on a post-tweet yesterday for the raid. I can be forgetful sometimes. I'm gonna try not to forget today to thank Kat. As well, I usually do it in the post-tweets as well. I think I didn't do it because I also didn't do a raid, and it kind of like registered that way in my mind. But we'll get to that. We're gonna see... We're gonna see what happened to Hildebrand. This keeps taking unexpected twists, and there's still so much more of the Manderville Madness saga left. Godbird might be showing up again. He's still here somewhere. In this cold region, he might be still in nothing but his underwear. Right? We're about to do the duel against Gilgamesh, I think it is, and I think it's with multiple people. That's why we're saying about assembling the Superstar Squad with you and Eorzean, if you're able to. Already Melody and Glandalus, Ducky and Mist are here. Nashu! Miss Ellie? Ah, my good man, it is a relief to hear your footfalls. Hold on. Oh, shoot. I didn't read that dialogue. Oh, damn it! I meant to read that. As you have doubtless deduced, I was unable to prevent Greg from escaping through the doors. I must leave the rest to you, is what he said. Misclick there. It is a battle at the big bridge, you see? Look at that! Look at this area. It's gotta have the music. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is exactly as it should be. It's time for the destined duel. Toki wa michita, atsui dueru no gongu ga hibiku. The trial. A few minutes to get on your PC? Alright. There's the great Gilgamesh. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time. You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian, content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. Best me, and you may have the spear. Fail, and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you no advantage. For Gilgamesh, it is embiggening time. Dude, that was an Ultraman reference right there. Did you see that? First of all, I wasn't expecting him to grow bigger like this. Now it makes sense that it's a trial. He just did an Ultraman. Did you see that? That was Ultraman right there. Exactly like Ultraman would do to grow bigger. Oh my god, I love this even more. What the hell am I witnessing? Already was so good, and now it does an Ultraman reference. Let's fucking go. I'm pretty sure it was an Ultraman reference. Even the background was red for that. Who directed this? Who directed this? Who wrote this? Was it Yoshi P himself? I don't know. Whoever it was, like, I love them with all my heart and soul for this. A remaster on the FF5 Gilgamesh theme, and it's great, as it should be. No, actually, there is like a version of Gilgamesh in the Gold Saucer itself, in one of the what were they called? The gates, and it has the music, if I recall correctly. And beginning time. Look at that! Ah. But it is like a classic Final Fantasy boss as well. I like it that they actually make it so that most of those enemies are bigger. Because when you see the classic games, from 1 to 6 really, when you face bosses and other enemies, they look much bigger than the sprites that the party has, right? And I always considered it to be a thing like, oh, battle on the big bridge, let's fucking go. I always considered it to be a thing in which was, what was I gonna say? Which was not really the way they look at it in the game world, in universe, right? Some of them are the same size. Somebody like Gilgamesh wouldn't be gigantic, but it is different. It is like this, like they're saying here. Can I get a Gestalt grain here? Yes. Let me get those pearl chocolates before I forget. My friend Cosmo here. Hildebrand's still by the entrance like that. PC-chan go brrr. Take your time.
Do not worry about me, my friend. I shall extricate myself in due time.
That's the way I wanted to read the voice. It's supposed to sound a bit muffled because it's underground like that. The funniest thing is, Gilgamesh is the exact same one in every game, even crossover, so he too is multi-dimensional. Yeah, yeah. I know that, but I'm glad you mentioned it, Ducky. I forgot to mention that. Oh well, I didn't know that. I was wondering about that. Like, I think this is the same Gilgamesh as FF5 and other games, right? But it is! It is! You confirmed it now. A true multi-dimensional being like yours truly. I love Gilgamesh even more. Doing a whole Ultraman like that, my gosh. Melody, what was that, Monk? That class right there. Looks so cool like that. Great outfit too. Yes, truly a monk's outfit. Or well, a martial artist's outfit. It is Monk, right. I'm rusty on like the symbols for the classes now. After being away for a little bit like that. It's a multi-dimensional villain. Not that much of a villain, an anti-villain really. He may do villainous things, but they're for non-villainous reasons. That is my definition of an anti-villain. Same goes for an anti-hero, right? Let's see if Allurin is able to make it. Again, take your time. We can talk about things like we're talking about right now. You know, I really want to do that. This reminds me about the plan I want to have about Final Fantasy Friday. I don't know if it's really going to be viable. Again, depending on the content I'm doing. But... oh, you're switching to... what was that one? Paladin? What did I describe Nero as again? Did I call him an anti-villain? Then, yeah. Nero, was it? Nero told Skyva, yeah. More of a multi-dimensional dum-dum? I like him. I don't think he's dumb. That's just his set of morals and honor and all that. During the final Crystal Tower raid, did I call him an anti-villain? Or did I call him something else? I don't know. Paladin with Heaven Sword relics? Nice. They look fantastic. That sword, that shield, oh, so good. I love the glow to them. I love the glow to them. I love to see like the Paladin limit break with that. Not sure if it involves your weapons, but... Oh, look at that from this angle! Yeah, look at that. Hold on. The runes on it. I thought it was just a glowy saber thingy, but it's like the sword with the glow around it. Thought it was like a lightsaber for a moment from the other angle, but looks so good. It looks so good. Yeah, let's do a little bit of Fashion Fantasy 14 while we wait. But yeah, if I call him an anti-villain, yeah, I think his reasons may not be villainous, honestly. Or he's an anti-hero as well, because he did heroic actions for non-heroic reasons, so he's an anti-hero. And Gilgamesh might be an anti-villain. 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 However you want to say it. Glandalus also looking fantastic. We're just all gathering around the buried Hildebrand like that. But what I wanted to do for Final Fantasy Friday in the future is to make it so that there's 2 streams. So I have the whole day free for this. One of them is a single player Final Fantasy in one half of the day, so to speak, on YouTube. And the other half of the day is for a multiplayer Final Fantasy 14 or 11. I do want to go back to that here on Twitch. A G-pose. No. I don't want to do a G-pose. It's going to be a rabbit hole for me. If you mean that I should do a G-pose, yeah. So with the chocobos. I don't want to bother with G-pose right now, but if you want me to pose so you can do G-pose, I can do that. What should I do, though? Just with the weapons. With the weapons like this. The Red Ranger pose I'll leave for another time. Kinda gets photobombed by Cosmo, but if you're actually doing G-pose, that can be removed, right? I think you can remove that from there. But yeah, it's a good suggestion, Bob. It's also difficult from this angle. Looks great, though. I mean, can also remove all the interface. This makes for nice screenshots like this. Would be so lovely, though. It would take a long time to complete those games, to be fair, but at least it would be a good playthrough with them. The reason why I want to have the Final Fantasy single-player games on YouTube is because single-player games are better suited for YouTube, because then it's easier to sort through past videos on YouTube than it is on Twitch. Because they would also be there as a sort of let's play situation. That's why. Don't think I forgot about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. I do want to get back to it, but we'll just see. At this point, we're just gonna restart it, install a bunch of other mods for it, and I'll see if I have space for it. I would love to. I would love to. What I'm thinking I want to do, honestly, is start with Octopath Traveler 2. I know it's not Final Fantasy, it doesn't have the alliteration. Look at that, Glandalus, that's Red Mage? No. Which one was that again? Is it Red Mage or... No, it's not Red Mage. Blue Mage? That hat. It looks like a pointy hat that I associated with Red Mages. And, well, Black Mages for that matter, but yeah. No, I don't think I'm gonna play Ff16, Bob. I probably... Summoner. Alright. That looks great. I love the beret. That is so stylish. Oh, and it goes together with your Chocobo, too. That's the complementary outfit for the Chocobo. What class is that, Mist? If it's another class. That is the Red Mage. Gotcha. Pirate bandana on it. Nice. That is the Red Mage. Yes. It's like a sort of spear that somehow is related to the Red Mage. That's how I registered that in my mind. And I'm talking about the symbol, by the way. I'm not sure if it's very visible on your screen. For those of you watching, depending on your resolution, your... Which one was this? Sage? Look at those 3 mages. Not anymore, though. Or, well, actually, yeah, that's kind of a spellcasting class. It is Sage? Okay. Oh, yeah, I didn't mention this. Yesterday, I did a leveling roulette. And I had a person called Gore Gouda. I doubt it was the actual Gauru Gouda from Hololive, but that was funny. I don't think they look a lot like Gore Gouda, but they were the healer, and I think they were using Sage as well. I'm not sure, though. Now you are Monk. Still with that beautiful green color scheme, very nice. Seems to be your signature color, Ducky. What is that now? That is Dragoon, if I'm not mistaken. Look at that weapon. Talk about long weapons. That is so good looking. You're hurting me with that, though. It's going through me. You have murdered me already. You know that thing I mentioned about Doctor Who? That reference where he says we are multidimensional? It's in reference to something called temporal grace. Actually, you know what? While we're waiting for the luring, let's just do it. Let's just show you the clip where he says that. The reason why I'm mentioning it, and the reason why I'm not getting hurt by that temporal grace. It's worth showing. Just a slight clip. I hope it doesn't cause some DMCA issues. Well, let me show you what I'm talking about here.
Your weapons won't work in here. We're in a state of temporal grace. We're multidimensional.
What
We're multidimensional. Oh, yes.
do you mean?
Well, in a sense, you see, temporal grace. Your weapons won't work in here. We're in a state of temporal grace. We're multidimensional.
What do you mean?
Well, in a sense, you see, we don't exist while we're in here. So you can't hurt us, and we can't hurt you.
Haha. So that's why when you put your weapons through me like this, it doesn't work. Beat stripe quest while waiting for the luring. Gotcha. As long as you're able to get back here. Yeah. Just maybe gotta go a bit far away. Wait. To Camp Dragonhead, maybe? I don't know. And now, that's your red mage, Glandalus. Ducky. That should be a sound alert. I know, it's gonna be a sound alert, Bob. I mentioned it earlier because of that. We're multidimensional. Just like that. The other one that's similar is when Matt Hardy, when he was broken woken, he's saying, I am well versed in all facets of the multiverse. It was there in the previous sound commands we had. The reason why we discontinued them, well, it wasn't really me. It was, what class was that again? I forget which one this is. Like the, what do you call this? Carnival-like mask, eye mask, I forget. You can tell me in the chat. Glandalus, what's going on? What did you do to yourself there? What happened? What was that? But, the reason why it happened is because the Streamlabs chatbot that used that... Oh, Blue Mage! Gotcha. Now I remember. What did you do to yourself, though? The Streamlabs chatbot that was responsible for those sound alerts stopped connecting properly to the Tachi Game bot. Self-destruct. I see. Why is there self-destruct on Blue Mage? I don't know. I think you may have explained it to me before. But yeah, it stopped working, and then I figured it's better to just switch to something else. It's also the one responsible for the quotes, which is alright, I guess, because it hasn't that feature hasn't been used in a while. But I can transfer them over, I think, to Nightbot or something else, and we'll use them for that. We'll have it for that. I'm gonna kind of get out of people's way. I feel like we're in people's ways if they go and do the quest with Hildebrand here. No, there's a lot of people. There's a player there, but yeah. We don't want to be too stacked up in case they want to click on Hildebrand or the entrance or something. Tell you what, oh no, I was about to say, Elurin made it. I was about to say, would you be up for a roulette while we wait? But Sapphira is here. So whenever you're ready, make sure you come back, Ducky, Mist, and we'll go for it. Does this involve 8 players though? Because you called it a trial, which is like with the what were they called again? The primals. 8 players, yeah, it's the same. So it will be 4 other players, which is fine. Hey, we're in a state of temporal grace here, Sapphira. We're multidimensional. You see? Your weapon though! Look at your weapon! It looks so good. Oh yeah, you don't need to come back here to launch it. Yeah, if you already have it there. Somebody's not ready, so let's wait a little bit. We can keep talking about these things. We can do roulettes afterwards. Well, not really, because I'm gonna be focusing on this quest. You can do it, I'm not. It's only if we're gonna have to wait like this. We're focusing on the Manderville stuff. So the mist is ready? Alright. I'm sometimes reading the in-game chat, by the way. I guess it looks like I'm reading something and it's not there in the chat. In the, like, stream chat, right above me. We're multi-dimensional. I have been having so much fun with Doctor Who as of late. I've always been a Doctor Who fan. Or well, I've been a Doctor Who fan for a long time, like even before I started streaming. But I've had my periods in which I sort of disconnect from it, and I didn't want to, because I'm in the middle of this journey of experiencing all Doctor Who media in the Doctor's chronological order, so to speak. Timey-wimey and all that, but they still and by they I mean the Doctor, they still have a chronology of sorts with the way they experience things, so... I'm still in the early stages though with the first Doctor, Susan, Ian and Barbara. The Sensorites, I'm in the middle of that. And if it goes well, I'll finish the last episode of that today, actually. After that, it's an audio story called The Transit of Venus. And so I've been talking about it on Twitter here and there. I hope to make it part of my content on YouTube of some sort, but yeah. Yeah. Glad you like my weapon. Some awesome people made it for you. Can I inspect you? Examine. Does it show it here? This is not what this is, right? No, this is... How do I see the glamour plate? No, adventure plate. Well, let's take a look at that. Ah, look at that dark knight, Sith-like dark knight. That is Sapphira. Haha. Well, it shows you as a warrior, but still. I know. Dark Knight is the one that's Dark Knight. It was called, right? That has the Sith storyline, but is there any way I can check your glamour? Mist says he's ready. I'd just like to see what the name is. Or you can put it in the chat, maybe. Examine. Oh, hold mouse over weapon. Okay. Hold mouse over weapon. Oh, Rubeluke's battle axe? But then what do I do? Right, the like that cross symbol, I think is what it's supposed to be. Rubeluke's battle axe. Oh, Glandelius is in a cutscene. Let's wait a little bit. Is that the one? Doesn't look like a battle axe to me. Well, actually, now that I see it a little bit more, it is kind of that. It's more like it has an orb in the middle, but yeah, it's an axe. Oh my gosh, it looks so nice. It's very colorful. Very strong colors in it. Reminds me of other games like Adventure Quest 3D, Adventure Quest Worlds, the original Adventure Quest. It gives me those vibes. And I mean that in a good way. Those colorful, ooh, fancy weapon vibes. The battle axe is the cosmetic. Yeah. So the cross symbol is what that means, right? You can send me the staff or black mage of the same weapon type? Send it to me! But can you though? Remember, I'm free to play right now. I don't think you can. Save that for the future. Or maybe the Astrologian version. By that point, since I'm gonna wait until I finish Heaven's Sword, I probably will be more focused on being an Astrologian by that point. But thank you for the offer, Ducky. Yeah, I think it's limited for being free to play. Oh, you can show it to me. Okay, yeah. You can do it later. I would love to see that at least. Try it on. And we're gonna be ready soon. Any moment now. Are you both gonna be tanks? I know we're 8 people, but whatever it is that you think is best. That means no random player will be a tank, right? Is it 2 tanks when it's 8 people? Because, you know, when you have like the... How many people was it? 24 people raid? It's only like 2 or 3 tanks. I forgot now. I'm rusty with these things now. It sucks. I'll catch up again to the mechanics of the game and all that. With Fortnite, it's gonna be the same. Some things I'll be rusty on. But I was good at the game, damn it. Not a super pro level or anything, but I was good at it. That's also why I want to get back to it. But when I'm on a paladin, I might as well be a rando? What do you mean? Rubeluke's rod, here's the staff. Let's look at this bad boy. Let's do it with... Wait! I gotta do Fashion Fantasy 14. Dressed up like... whoops, didn't mean to do this. Dressed up like Godbert Manderville. I kinda like the battle axe better than that, but it still looks very impressive. Very impressive indeed. I would love to wear that. Alright. Now we are ready. After that little bit of fashion. Look at you. Look at you both with those nice glowy weapons. Hey, mine doesn't glow, but it's still very good looking. Does it glow in the dark? And you have a good item. Well, let's see what's about to happen. Battle at the big bridge. That's gonna be fun. I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, go ahead and launch the instance. If you're able to. Mm-hmm. 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 Somebody doesn't meet the requirements? What's going on? It wouldn't be me, would it? It's already unlocked, so I don't think it's me. I don't think it's me. Oh, look at that. He changes colors. What's up with that? Oh, it's possible that you haven't done it in Sapphira yet, Elurin? Yeah. I think Elurin hasn't done it on Sapphira, Yol Tangin. So if you're able to switch to another character, probably. Otherwise, it might take a while to get to this. How can you not do this extraordinary series of quests? I know you've done them already on another character, but this requires repetition. These quests are so good. You gotta do them again. You gotta do them again. The extraordinary inspector. Hildebrand. Come on. Ah, and we are just getting started with these quests, though. Not many more left. Can't wait to see the others. You know what I just realized? I was thinking that maybe next week we could... I don't think we're gonna complete all of the ones I want to complete today at the rate we're going. But I was thinking I could have 2 FF14 streams, one of them on Friday and the other not. And one of them... We may still have this, but one of them, we finish the Manderville stuff, and on the other one, we go back to the main scenario. But I just realized I want to get back to Terraria sooner than later, so depending on how the schedule looks next week, we might do that. That's one to consider. I still have a Smite stream pending. Like, I still need to learn the 5v5 part of the game. I sucked when I did something akin to it. But you know, which had towers and stuff, and it was 3v3, and I was like, this game mode sucks! But no, I just, like, need to get good, apparently. But it's very similar to the 5v5 main MOBA mode. I want to learn that. I want to learn that. And one day, eventually play League, or something like that. You know, a MOBA as well, but one that has the traditional top view. Smite is fun for that third-person view, right? And it's my first MOBA experience ever. But it's not a traditional experience in that sense. It's so complex though. I always just let it do some things automatically, like the purchases you do and stuff like that. But some of them I try to do manually. I think at some point I'll have to do them manually. It's the same with Paladins actually. I have it set automatically. But I'll eventually have to do it like manually. Being able to do that in the middle of like the fights and everything, like going through a menu and buying things fast and all that, that seems so difficult. It's just a skill you build, though. It's just a skill you build, like everything else. I know, I've had some other games that are like that. With Fortnite, I kind of got good at checking the menu sometimes quickly. Yeah. With Apex, I kind of got good at that. Kinda. Third time's the charm. Yush. Torumi seems to be ready. Let's go with the main elven girl of my elven boyfriend, Elurin. Oh, I can't get over how good your new model looks, Elurin. Can't wait to see that animated. And then, yeah, we'll go for... Oh, yeah, there we go. The party is being formed. Right here on the right side of the screen. 1 tank, 4 DPSs already. 2 healers and 1 tank left. Oh man, we're gonna get an ad break now. That's terrible timing. Actually, let's run it immediately. I can also just run it already, so hopefully you don't miss a lot of it. Let me drink some water in the meantime, while we wait. Hey, hopefully we don't miss out on much. Yeah, reminder, I've been talking about the next week, but I mean, we're still not done with this week. Look at you, Glandalus. Oh yeah, let's do the Manderville dance. Oh, whoops. But yeah, tomorrow we have another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel stream. It's gonna be a short one, all things considered. Because it's just the dual trial event, checking it out. Might be a little bit longer than I planned, but can you all allow me a little bit to wait a few 30 seconds or so? I'm gonna wait until the timer is nearly there, so the ads are not there for the beginning. Streamer things. It's just a few seconds over the remaining ad progress. Man, what a thing to do. What a thing to do. Twitch streamer things. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And I know I'm leaving other players waiting, but it is within the waiting time. In that sense, it's fair. Feel a little bit bad, but also, like, it is within the waiting time. You still can't shake off the feeling that it just feels kind of wrong. Oh yes, the music! Yush! Gilgamesh, I know this is your dimension. Yo! Yosh, onegaishimasu, minna. Ikimashou. This music! I've yet to play Final Fantasy V, but I know this song so well though. One of those songs that you know, but long before you start playing the game. So famous. Like One Winged Angel, you don't need to play Ffxiv to get familiar with it. Especially because it's in Smash as well.
It's true. Your favorite.
That's his voice, eh? This music. I gotta just shut up for a little bit.
I admit it.
Oh, that's it?
Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me. Not empathy.
I figured, Gilgamesh. Come on. This remix is so sick, so good.
I've been hurt. This is far from the strongest of spears. I feel so betrayed. Goodness gracious. I just remembered something.
What? Thorum is the better character anyway. Fight me, says Bob. And Lauren agrees. Haha. His music, those guitar riffs. Suteki Dana. So lovely. So good. Let's keep the distance, let's keep the distance.
I must say, I quite enjoy these tussles. I feel we've gained an understanding.
I'm having fun too, Gilgamesh.
I will pound you silly! Aha!
Pound me silly all you want, it will not be enough to take us down. Haha! I'll pound you silly too.
Rocket punch!
Oh, he went for me. What? Oh! He, what did he do to me? I didn't know he could do that. I'm attacking you, Torumi! I'm sorry! I've been manipulated. I've been bamboozled. Mind controlled. Huh? I'm guessing I just have to wait for this. Oh, we are both fighting each other. Nice. Well, Eorzean, you finally get to say we dueled each other. Kind of.
Rocket punch!
I got to do this even while free to play.
I won't go down so easily.
We have been able to fight each other after all. Would you look at that? Oh my gosh. Stop forcing me to PvP. Oh, that is so good. Dang it, Gilga.
Well then.
That is not very honorable of him to do.
That's enough of a beating for now.
I'm gonna try to do that voice for him. Hey, 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 gotta return the weapons. Wow. This freaking ending. Oh, you crashed, Donkey. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't even get to do my victory animation because I'm like, Gilgamesh, you okay? Oh, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. I'd love to do it again. Yeah, I'll take a look at the duty list. And that's it. That's it. Let's commend them. Well done, Minna. Thank you for the group. Gilgamesh, Soul, Mighty Powers, Crash, Ducky. I hope you can still receive your rewards. No, yeah, it's okay, Ducky. We don't need to do a pose. Also because you crashed, I think. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why, Greg? Why? Gilgamesh is on the run. What's going on? Are you dead again, Inspector? He's being very casual about that. How many swords did he drop while... Wait, doesn't that one there look just like Elisor's sword? But even to my untrained eye, this is obviously a counterfeit blade. And so is this one, and this one. What in the world? What in the world, indeed. New mount for getting 500 comms. Nice, missed! Congratulations on that. That's another victory fanfare for you. Alone yet still armed. In any case, he seems satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Did he return every weapon except the halberd? Is that the mount you got? That's like a golden... Maggie. That looks so sick. I'm getting like Battle Wasp vibes. It's kind of like a bee or a wasp with the black and yellow, goldish. Looks so sick though. Looks like a mecha straight out of King Oger, the latest Super Sentai. Hachi Oja is the Black Ranger, not the Yellow Ranger, the Black Ranger, but he does have like yellow on his visor because he's based on a bee. He'll probably have like an inverted color scheme for this. The Yellow Ranger is not based on a bee though, but kind of looks like that. I could see this in Sentai, I could see this in some other mecha thing. It looks so fucking gorgeous, look at that. Ah, that's the more black version, the regular Maggie. That's the one, is that the one I have? Hold on. I gotta open the mount guide because I don't have it as a... It's the same, right? Thought yours looked a little bit blacker than mine, so to speak. Darker, that's the word. But that is beautiful, Mist. What is the name? Ah, that's a great mount too from that person. But what's the name of that mount? Let's go to Vesper Bay in the meantime. Hold on, I didn't take a screenshot of your mount. Let's do that first because it's so nice. And now let's go to Vesper Bay. Fashion Fantasy 14. Gotta stop for a moment always to do some fashion fantasy. Golden Magitech, I believe. Nice. That is so gorgeous. So nice to look at. I'll start to become a fan of just beautiful looking mecha and stuff like that. Really getting into that aspect of Super Sentai. Which for a while has been something that I kind of didn't care much for. But now I'm having fun with it. I'm watching Lightman right now, having fun with that. And well, King Oger, just so good with it. Also been watching Senkaiger, but the frequency of that is not as frequent as Lightman right now. Lightman kind of takes a priority over that, kind of. It's a long story that I'm not gonna get into right now. But yeah. Gilded Magitech armor. Nice. So it's gilded. 500 player commendations. Can you check how many player commendations you've had? I think there was a place somewhere. Oh, I gotta be very far away from that. As a DPS, I don't think you're that likely to receive them. Not as likely as tank and healer, I think. I'm going the wrong way again, force of habit. Lady Durilda. At least we returned what was stolen here, but this saga with Gilgamesh is far from over. All's well that ends well, all things considered. This started with a lot of tension. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. 'Twill make a fine addition to my collection. She said the thing, she's like General Grievous. A fine addition to my collection. On the character panel, then reputation. Oh, alright, I'll do it after this cutscene. Haha. She looks good with it, though. She does look good with it. Inspectors, inspectors, peace. At ease. We both did our duty here. We both saved the day. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. Keep it up, Inspector. Don't be mean to Hildebrand. Well, he was mean to you in the first place, to be fair, but... Hey. Don't get conceited. Don't get too cocky. Whatever the word is. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? So it's a shame that Greg turned out to be the thief. Greg. I wonder how they do it in Japanese, though. There you are, Inspector Briardine. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Wait a minute, what? Imposter? There was an imposter? What? Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind, Dad. What is my treaty blade? That kind of explains why the other one reacted the way she did. What? But didn't we just give you the treaty blade? Imposter! Among Us! That couldn't have been Gilgamesh, could it? That must have been somebody else. Oh no! What is this? The mask of the imposter. The plot thickens. What the hell? They vented. They totally vented. They disappeared. No, and it's actually Disguiser, right? There's that class now in Among Us. Not just imposter, but Disguiser, I think it is. Remind me. No, I don't think it's Disguiser. Shapeshifter. Disguiser is in Town of Salem. But yeah. Well. What do we have here? Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. So this was unrelated to what Gilgamesh had done. Oh. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Oh, that is true. This one was not done in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. Hey, this is what I told you not to do, Briardine. But Hildebrand. If the man in red did not send the challenge, then who did? What? The card again. Godbert. Ouch. Poor Briardine, though. Well, he got it now. He gotta... Yeah, that's gotta hurt! The direction in these... What is Godbert? What in God's name is Godbert doing? I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Briardine. That is the right adjective to describe him, though, considering. Piss off. Is it addressed to him? 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. It's a Lupin. It's like a Kaito Lupin. The design and the wording are the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Godbert is still going at it. Did you see that? Very well. I, and I alone, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. Her face! What was your name again? Lady Amandina or something like that? I'm sorry. Her face! Oh my god. This shot, I gotta leave it for a few seconds. Just this shot. Because even if I take a screenshot, which I did, you can appreciate just Godbert in the back being Godbert. Ding! Yeah, screenshot moment, Bob. Inspector Briardine, I do feel sorry for him though. You want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon! Wow, this is getting really out of hand. Hey, this is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Two inspectors. Oh, Hildebrand's face, what the hell, dude? Yeah, I share Maria's sentiment. Oh my god, these two. These people. How dare you all laugh at a time like this? After allowing my precious 3D blade to be stolen. Dorilda. I don't know why I said Amandina or whatever, but... And you, Maria. She's a kid. She's being a kid. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? Two of them dashing to and fro. A pair of gentleman mummers. She's not so nice. She's not so bad, sorry, to her daughter. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later. Just you and me. Look at that.
Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man. Mark my face, oh phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the...
This questline is literally meme fuel. It's made of memes, alright. Are you kidding me right now? This questline. Quest complete though. Quest complete. What the hell have you just witnessed? Oh my god. Oh, and that's the end of that part of it. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue. As seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? What? Hildebrand will return in a case of indecency. Wow. Look at them. Hey, what's with the goggles those men were wearing? They look special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair. I guess we'll find out next time. Worthy of screenshots for sure. My god. Okay, character panel, then reputation. No. It's this character panel. Oh yeah, 26 player recommendations. Very far away from that beautiful mount. Just gotta keep playing the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy XIV with the award-winning Heaven Sword expansion up to level 60. Free to play includes that Heaven Sword expansion. I phrased it, not the way they phrase it, but there you go. Have you heard of this game? Yeah. Keep playing it. Torumi. I see Torumi shares the Manderville spirit. I'll tell you what though. I'm gonna finish it, not the stream though. I'm gonna finish the Manderville questline for here. Let's go do some roulettes if you're willing. Just allow me a moment. I'm gonna do a quick bio break. Let's I'm gonna leave the rest of the Manderville stuff for the next Final Fantasy XIV stream. And let's do some roulettes though. The leveling roulette first and maybe some others depending on the time they take, depending on the time we have left. But give me a second, let me do a bio break first. That can maybe give you some time to get to prepare. If you want to do it with me, I know we're still in the party. That depends on you. I will be back, Maniacs. Stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. That's a beautiful shot of that Warrior of Light. Haha. Omatase shimashita. Thank you for waiting, Minna. And is everybody ready? Is everybody willing to go for that? Oh, you're switching characters, Stormy? Alright. So yeah, Glandalus is asking who's healing. Not me, of course. Not yet, not yet. You know that's coming. Beautiful Astrologian. Card games. Have I told you how much I love card games as well? Hey, is there a triple triad match here somewhere? That's something we can do while we wait for Elurin. Again. I mean, for the character switching. If there is, it's... I've gotten all the cards I can from that. Tell you what, I'm gonna teleport to the bloody gold saucer. I haven't... Oh my gosh, I haven't even been doing the weekly lotteries because... I was gone in such a way that I couldn't even play FF14. That's a shame. We should correct that. Let's get the lottery. We missed like an entire month of lotteries, about 3 or 4 weeks. Not too bad, honestly. And that's the weekly, not the daily one, which I also want to do, so let's go for that first over here. I also wanted to come here because I want to get rid of the cards I have in the inventory. Hold on. Oh, look at that! Gilgamesh and Enkidu card! Nice! Didn't realize I got that. That's wonderful. Let's do the mini Cacpot. I don't think I'm gonna get it in a deck though. You know, because I just go for the recommended ones. I usually don't go beyond that. Let's try it like this. Alright, 180. Let's go for the next one. The Cacpot. A couple days ago in the Japanese practice, we learned... Well, in my case I knew the word, but we relearned. We studied the word saboten, which means cactus. Yeah, send an invite to Elurin. I think Ducky's the party leader. To Sapphira, is it? Is it Sapphira? I don't know. Let's try this one. 180 again. Alright. Let's teleport ourselves to the Cacpot board. And hold on a minute, everyone. Oh no, actually, let's go to the card area first because I wanted to trade a few cards. Wait, isn't there a trader here? In this area as well? I think there was. No, there isn't. I'm thinking of other things. Yeah, there is. There we go. Just gotta sell those. Phlegethon. Ahriman. 17,766 Manderville points. I don't remember what I was saving them for or spending them on. I think it was maybe more minions or... Yeah. And I'm still kind of saving up for the Cloud triple triad card. And some others that are very expensive. Noctis. What's the name of the Final Fantasy 15 protagonist? Noctis? Noctix? Kinda get it wrong. But yeah. The Cacpot board. Let's get the Cacpot lottery. Yeah, my tickets are expired. Obviously. So, let's go for the next Jumbo Cacpot ticket. Random number 6783. Then I'm gonna do today's date, based on month date. Today is 0310. March 10. Well, in some of my time zones. I know in Central European time, Japanese Standard Time is no longer Friday. Noctis, okay. Noctix loses Calum, I think, right? What should we do for the final number? What should we do for that final number? Osama Sentai Ki Gonja just debuted. And they are the 47th Super Sentai. 0047, let's do. In honor of King Oja. A royal number, alright. And I am ready whenever you all are for the roulettes. We can do whichever one, I guess. My priority is leveling because I'm after the company seals. I have maximum Elegant Tombstones of Poetic, so those would be wasted on me, but if you need them, go ahead. Why can I spend them on? I forgot what I was spending them on. Alright, leveling. Thank you for going for that one. Yeah. What can I do with them? Do we want to do a VC? Let's keep it simple for this. So we should also keep the roulette simple, I guess. we can keep it this way for a future stream. You know, I prefer to do voice chats when it's pre-planned. Look at everybody's plates right there. Everybody has a customized plate, I noticed. Everybody looking great. I should have taken a screenshot. That's okay, I did take a screenshot of the trial we did against Gilgamesh with the other 4 players. So it should be visible there. Doctore. Oh, doctor, my doctor. Not my doctor. They don't look like doctors to me. Why are they called doctores? It looks similar to the Italian for doctor. But it's dottore, with double T instead of CT in the middle. Dottore. And you know how I learned that? I learned that thanks to Assassin's Creed. In the Ezio games. I just got a wave of nostalgia remembering the multiplayer of the Assassin's Creed games. I thrive in that environment. I wish I could have streamed it. Had some of the best times of my life in that one. It's gotta be really dead by now, though. Last time I played, I can't believe this has been 2016. How many years since 2016? 7. Early 2016 is when I last played it. So yeah, 8 years or so. I gotta remember to transpose because we're level synced here. They're gonna have some ads that we have to take care of, right? In this one. I need to reacquaint myself with these different instances and such. Well, yeah, I'm glad we are doing some roulettes, especially because it ends in a cliffhanger. I think it works better. Hold on, gotta focus on those. Or well, I guess we don't have to focus on that. We can take care of this fireman first. Gotta shake off this rust, so to speak. Another ad break is coming. Well, in this case, it's okay. We're not in the middle of a cutscene or anything. Yes, I remember in this this dungeon now. What did you do with the chain winch? You interacted with it? All right. Didn't see those lightning sprites. I gotta transpose. Let's go for Blizzardo 2. Blizzara. I still wanna use an ice Pokemon evolutionary line that gets those nicknames. The second stage gets Blizzara and the third stage gets Blizzaga. The easier access I have to a name rater to change those names, the better though. Because as soon as the Pokemon evolves, I'll have to change the name. Usually the way I do Pokemon nicknames is one nickname for the entire evolutionary line. So I consider like everything about the entire evolutionary line for the Pokemon. Though sometimes it's more based on one stage than another. For example, the nickname I use for Jinx, it's Smoochan. Smoochan, you know, like Chan, like in Japanese. Based on Smoochum, but yeah. Oh shoot! Ugh! Oh, thank goodness. I thought I aggroed those lightning sprites. Well, here they come anyway. I tabbed, targeted, and he was on the lightning sprites for a moment. But I think we're okay. Daijoubu. Gotta transpose here. It's good to be back on FF14 and remembering these things. I wasn't away for that long, so I'm not that rusty. Fortnite is the one where I really been away for long. I don't know if I'm gonna have time though. Things are quite busy outside of the stream in the RL dimension. And these coming days, I don't see any room for like a Fortnite session or something. I could maybe log in, but it's not just logging in and like playing one game or something like that. Like they're gonna throw a lot of new menus at me. I've been gone for that long that a lot of them will look new to me. Taking a look at the season pass, maybe some things I have unlocked for returning or that they gave to players or whatever. So it's not just a simple matter of just playing for a bit. And then outside of that, there's the streaming tests I need to do with it. Testing it, doing a mock stream, having my VTuber software, my streaming software open, even my music player for good measure, to make sure that things are working and how well it runs. If at least with lower graphics I can run it. The graphics have been improved since the last time I was in Fortnite. Must be over 6 months by now. I can't remember the last time. I think Epic maybe tells me the last time I played it. I haven't taken a look at that. But yeah, the more I think about it, the less likely it looks like we're gonna have it next week. Fortnite, I mean. That's alright. If we are gonna have Terraria though, I still need to reinstall it. Oh, let's transpose. Let's not forget that first. Black Mage Curse. Sometimes you just want to stay in the damage area until you finish your casting, but it's dangerous. Yeah, most of those lightning sprites you kill before I cast anyway. So it's alright. Thunderclap Guivri. Not sure if I'm reading that right. Guivri? Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card name. Like down to the design I could see like a monster name like that. Looking like that. A Thunder type monster. Maybe related to the Thunder Dragon archetype. Sad Alluring doesn't play Torumi anymore? Torumi more, sorry. Well, he might be focusing on other characters instead. Wait, I haven't paid attention since the last time I was there in the Lurin stream. Do you still have the Torumi in like one of the corners of the screen? I didn't notice if you still do. I don't notice because she kind of becomes part of the background, so to speak. I don't mean that in a bad way, like, you know, like an overlay does. Kind of like that, if that makes any sense. Somebody who also watches Alluring can let me know, though. Or Alluring can let me know after we finish this. I know we are busy with this right now. You know, now I have Final Fantasy XIV installed in an SSD. This is a solid-state drive, so... some things I think should be loading faster. It's also an online game, though, so... it's hard to judge sometimes whether things really are loading faster or not, because that might not be the drive making it be slower, but the internet, right? But I think those cutscenes do take less time than before. Let's get rid of them. Oh, one incoming. Ugh, almost reached it. I'm gonna try to focus on the left side, the west. And you can try to focus on the other sides. Let's try it like that, if you can hear me. As long as we can make this work. Here we go. Whatever works, whatever works. Oh, actually, never mind. They're all coming from one side. Here, I think. Whatever works in this case. But here they come again. Let me do Scathe. Scathe is the most instantaneous damage I can do. And even the tiniest bits of damage are enough, so that will do. I'll take care of them like this. Here comes another one. Oh, that was the limit break, wasn't it? Very nice, very nice. Oh, too bad I didn't have you on the screen. I couldn't see the limit break. But I hope it looked nice. It's a limit break after all. Duty complete. Hi. Good job, everyone. Otsukare-sama. What do we have on the loot? Doctores chainmail, Doctores bracers, Doctores grimoire, ethereal brass ear cuffs. I'm gonna pass on all of them. You look amazing as a gunslinger like that. Is that gunslinger or no, it's machinist. They have a literal gun as the class icon. You can't blame me for confusing it with the class that's called gunslinger. Okay? Or is it gunslinger? Machinist. No, yeah, I think it's machinist. You literally look like a gunslinger. Don't blame me for that. Let's queue up for another one now. What should we do next, though? I have no idea. I'll leave it to you. Because all the other rewards, there's nothing I'll get out of them that I need, honestly. Except Guild Hest. Which we can do. Because the tombstones again, if you can tell me what to do with them, what should I spend them on? Level 50 dungeon next, gotcha. As you normally do then, alright. Is there anything I can do in the gold saucer while we wait? Probably not. I mean, there's not a wait time for something like that because it's only 4 people and we are 4 people. Have I considered leveling a new job? Not yet, because I need to focus. When I get a new job, a new story comes with it. And you know the way I handle looking at stories. I can't do that. It's only until I become Astrologian I focus on its story. The Black Mage story is not even over yet for that matter, but we gotta wait until we get to Heaven's Sword. Oh, healing gear for AST early. That might be a good idea. I may already have a lot of that. Yeah, you have a good point. The thing is, I have to be wary of the level 2 because by the time I become Astrologian, yeah. Yeah, that may be a good idea. Let me go away from the gold saucer. To Rowena's representative. We're gonna go for that person. Astra starts at 30, but not in the story yet. It's not about the level, but where it comes in the story. That's how I'm doing it. The 50 healing gear? Well, it's not like I'm leveling up. I do have the free-to-play level cap right now. So I can check with Rowena's representative here. Healer. Ironworks gear, right? And this is all level 50. I could be farming for these, maybe. I think I'll get the 50 gear. Thank you for the advice. Yes, thank you. This is, I think, what I needed to know about. Yeah, the Magitech Orrery. Hey, we gotta take a look at the cosmetics for this. Hold on. Which one was it that allowed you to... I think it's this. Yeah, and we will have... Well, no, it looks very similar to the other one. It's not gonna look that different. I could still wear that beautiful Manderville outfit I'm wearing. That fits me so well. Or I might even dye this one. What does it look like when it's dyed? That looks amazing. That's such a sci-fi, sci-fantasy even vibe. Something I would expect to see in Phantasy Star. I like to keep Toromi limited to my streams for the time being. Once I catch up in MSQ to current patch, that will definitely change. Yeah, I could dye it purple. The purple dyes I have are Gloom Purple and Grape Purple. They're the only ones I can acquire right now. And not that impressive looking, but yeah. Grape Purple. Let's try Gloom Purple. Yeah. Let's do a little bit of fashion fantasy then before we get into the dungeon. We are dying things here. Not that impressive looking. Oh, but it comes together nicely though when it all finishes. When you finish the whole thing. I think this is it. It's a thought. We could instead do the other purple. Haven't uploaded. I mean, unlocked. That's what I meant to say. The others. Even the others don't look that impressive on this one. But yeah, it's something. It's something. Just want to see Torumi and Khaiden together more. Ah. Still though, the collabs we get like this, so to speak, still work. Maybe by the time I beat Heaven's Sword, maybe. I mean, Torumi is even further ahead than that. But if you mean with less free-to-play limitations, yeah. The subscription should come around the time, I mean, hopefully we're able to make it. By the time I finish Heaven's Sword. It's still a while away though, at this rate. And that's fine for me. That's fine with me. As long as we're making progress. Oh, can you die? Huh. And this can also be dyed. Yeah, it looks fine with the dye too. The weapon, I mean. So we can start getting these. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it in ascending order. So you can queue up any moment now. I'm ready. I am exchanging these, but I'm ready. Oh, so I can equip the other things, eh? Okay. Proceed. Thank you very much. Because they give you a limit of 2,000. Like, you gotta spend them. And now I have only 25 left. Oh, remember, you need 2 rings. Remind me. How much was the ring? $280. Okay, depending on what we get out of these, I'll have to get it again later. Okay, okay. You always see Sapphira? Well, we did see Torumi a little bit. Yes, we are ready. Ikuzo. Let's see how we do. We can do this without voice chat. Daijobu. It'll be a level 50 dungeon. No, if anything is gonna be different after Heaven's Sword, is that we're probably gonna get level 60 dungeons or so. Is this Maniac Manor? It's always when it's with me. You see, when you have me in the group, it's going to be Maniac Manor. It's in the name. It's the fucking manor. My manor. Let's go. Let's go. My favorite place in the world. That's what I'm talking about. Maniac power. Maniac no chikara. I don't know how you say maniac otherwise in Japanese. We are maniacs, maniacs. Let's go. Oh yeah, I've gotten kind of used to this song now. Pretty melody to it. Altered Whaler. Oh yes, Melody is the tank. That's a Gunbreaker tank, right? Oh yeah, there's no Gunslinger class. I was referring to Gunbreaker earlier. Shows you how rusty I am with like FF14 in general. There's like a few weeks of not playing and this is what happens. Every freaking time. I know, right? This is getting out of hand. I love it. Love to see it. Very nice start. But yeah, I'm so used to this dungeon, so I know what we have to do for the boss battle. The final one, that is. The other ones, I'm not sure if I'll remember, but I'll try. I'll try. Manor Claviger. Have I really become even more obsessed with Yu-Gi-Oh than before? Because I'm picturing every enemy we have here as like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Or a card game card. I know we have Triple Triad, but like, I mean, a card game with like attack and defense and, you know, where you attack your opponent's field. Triple Triad is not like that. It's kind of more like Nine Men's Morris, chess. There's no... Well, chess does have attacks in a way, but you know, 9, 12 men's Morris, checkers. More about the positioning of things than it is about life points and stuff like that. No such thing as life points in Triple Triad. With points like that. The day will come in which I learned another card game like that, because the only one that I know that's like that is Duel Monsters. I aggro this one. My bad. It's all good though. Battle Spirits is the top one I want to learn. And up until recently, I think, well, even to this day, I think most of it is not really available in English. That's been the biggest barrier. And I say up until late because I've seen some content creators being sponsored by Battle Spirits directly lately. These are English-based content creators. I don't know if some of them speak Japanese, but it's all the promotions they've done have been in English. So it's possible they are making a comeback for English. And hopefully this involves like the Kamen Rider collabs and stuff like that. It's not just because of Rider, but it's the main reason. Like, there's other card games that I could learn before that, but because of the Kamen Rider collab they've done, they take priority. But I would love to learn others. Shadowverse, Hearthstone. Another problem with Battle Spirits potentially is that I don't know if it has an online game or a digital game, because there's no way I'm gonna do it physically. First of all, it's difficult to stream that. And second, I don't have the money for that. As much as I love Yu-Gi-Oh! We are far, far away from the day, if it even comes, in which I spend money on physical cards for that. As lovely as it would be, I don't think so. I don't think so. For a myriad of reasons. When am I playing Magic the Gathering? That's another one. Good question, Ducky. I know some other people that have also been here on the stream that do play it too, so... Yeah, that might be a good one too. They must have a digital game, I think they do, right? Let's take care of this man or jester, I don't care about this one. Attacking me, there we go, we're good. This beautiful crystal ball, let's teleport. MTG Arena, that's the one, thank you, Ducky. Careful here, there's some area damage. Probably should have let the mist go ahead, but you just gotta keep going, It was because of the timing of the hazards on the field. On the field, I'm talking like I'm playing a card game, you see? The hazards on the map is what I meant to say. But yeah, Battle Spirits, Hearthstone, MTG, Shadowverse. Those are the ones that are like dual monsters in that there's like two fields. There's a field on the opponent, attacks, defenses, life points, I think. So that's what makes them different for something like Poker or Triple Triad or Pasak. Haha. Pasak is the one from Star Wars, by the way. I think that's the name, Pasak or something like that. In Knights of the Old Republic, and I think it's also there in Star Wars The Old Republic. Just haven't played that yet, I think, but yeah. You haven't played it? Okay. I thought you did, Ducky. But it's one that I'd love to play one day. We shall see, though. If we start dividing games by genres, then I start thinking that I must have only one of each, because I don't have time for all of them, right? Like with MMORPGs, I mean, now it's only Final Fantasy XIV. Believe me, I'd love to continue playing Lotro, FF11. Well, it's still in the plans to return to FF11, but still Tor, ESO. Very, very important MMORPGs in my streaming career, but there's no room for them right now or anytime soon, I think. And so the same might be for the others, like when I get into Minecraft, Terraria, I already play it. The frequency of that is already so small, but I think it's just gonna be even more back-shelved. As lovely as it's been so far. Only one game of that type, right? For a MOBA, it's either Smite or League of Legends. If I choose one, the other can't stay there anymore. And I know there's other ones, but I don't really consider them as much. The only other one I really know is Dota 2, and that one feels, from what I've heard, is way too competitive. It wouldn't be fun for me, I don't know. You can't really be casual in that game. Let's move over here, avoid that damage. Should we be inside this bubble or outside of it? Well, I don't know. You're playing TG physical. Oh, that's what you meant. Friend of yours has been playing since the beta, nice. It's good to have a card game in your life though. That's my recommendation to you, gamers. Make one of your games a card game. And watch yourself get addicted. I'm not paying attention, sorry. I was focusing on the minion there. Need to build some fire again. There we are. You should play RTS with a learning and ducky. Oh, no. Thank you for the recommendation, Bob, but RTS games, oh no. That's one genre that I might avoid because RTS games are so difficult. Like, if I ever play them, I only play them single player and in the most easy difficulty. Like, I love Age of Empires 2, for example, but RTS, you can't blink in those games. You blink and you have 7,000 enemies on your city or something like that. It's ridiculous. In single player, you also get to pause, right? That's why I loved Civilization 2. He didn't say against. No, even if we're together, it's too much. And then they last a long time, so imagine, it's a big commitment you have to make. Well, maybe it's different for like the Halo games or whatever others you might play. Are we lagging or something? Something seems off. Something feels off. Is there lag going on or something like that? But like, you gotta have like 2 heads and 6 arms to play those games. You can't blink. Oh wow, we lagged out. I checked the stream and we didn't lag on the stream. So sorry about that. It seems to be we are still no, we're not. Well, everybody seems to be okay though. That was some weird lag we got right there. Thank you for pulling me. If you pulled me there, I think that's what you did. Oh, sorry, getting distracted here. Oh, I did the wrong blizzard and we are lagging again. What's going on? What's going on? This lag. Well, I'm trying my best. I'm gonna attack anyway. Is it just on my end? Anybody else lagging? On my end, but at least not the internet itself. Because the stream is not lagging, thank goodness. I've said it before, if something has to lag, I'd rather it be the game than the stream. Oh, Ducky disconnected. Okay. Got caught in the Pokeball. Shake it off. Shake yourself out of the Pokeball. Right? But, yeah, they're saying, you know, one MOBA, one MMORPG, one card game or something like that. So I might have to abandon Master Duel to check out another card game. Oh yeah, Battle Spirits would be a worthy thing to abandon Duel Monsters for. As much as I love it, though. I love it so much. Despite how tiresome it gets to see the same decks over and over, playing ranked. Because I gotta do the best, because it's ranked, right? That's on Konami for not introducing more options. RTS games are honestly not as bad as you think. Hopefully not. But the thing is, when you're playing online with people, you always have to make a big commitment, like a whole work shift, because they last so long, and you can't pause. Obviously not because it's online, but it feels that way. You may say it's the same with an MMORPG, but not necessarily. Ffxiv is the same. I prefer single player because it's turn-based strategy. When you do it online, which I do want to check out one day, to be fair. When you do it online, not so much. I think it will be a fascinating experience to play it online after hundreds and hundreds of hours of playing it single player. My first RTS was a freaking Lego game? Nice though, that sounds nice. Just don't put a time limit. It really depends, right? Would love to see us all play a multiplayer campaign of Warhammer 3. Might be nice. Yeah, those Total War games are hybrid, from what I hear. Warhammer is on the to-do list for me as well, but as I'm saying here, it's a long list. I'd love to continue streaming Civilization, but it's a similar issue, even if it's single player. The issue is that games last a long time, even on the quickest speed. I can't really do it on the stream. And it's also nice to play it off the stream. I haven't played it in a while, to be fair, but also play it off the stream and just like multitask with it. That's what I love to do. I'm usually doing other things while I'm playing it. So yeah, it's a game I play avidly. Well, haven't played it in a while, but still, a game I play a lot. When I do play it, it is gonna make a comeback sooner or later. I think I'm just gonna start a brand new game in Civ 6 or Civ 5. I was supposed to receive the latest DLC for Civ 6. Like, they just released it to everybody that has owned all the content of Civ 6 before that, and I am one of those people. But I saw that I got it on Epic, but then I didn't see it in-game. And that was before the whole PC repair situation happened. I need to reinstall the whole game now, so maybe reinstalling the whole thing, all the content, will make it appear. But I was in the middle of a Civ 5 game, playing as... Who the hell was I playing as? I forgot. The Taino? Was I? It was a modded Civ, if I recall correctly. Was it the Taino? I think it was. And I was trying to go for a domination victory. It was proving to be very difficult. Sparta was there, and they're very good in the military side. Might just restart the whole thing. What was the first RPG I ever played? That's a great question, Bob. I'm not sure. Would you be willing to try a Civ 1v1? I don't know. Sounds like it would be... How does that work? I would give it a try, Ducky. You would kick my ass probably, but I could give it a try. As long as it doesn't take too long, that's the thing. The problem is that off the stream, I'm probably not gonna have time for it, so I'd rather stream that. If you're okay with that, Ducky, of course. And even then, I feel like we may not have enough time on a stream. That's the thing, Ducky. The newest DLC for Civ 6 had issues like not activating on Steam. Well, I have Civilization on Epic, but it might be similar issues. Some console users have had issues that are similar too, I think. Has it come for consoles yet? I'm not sure. Dual map built for 1v1s. No, yeah, even so. Yeah, time is a consideration. I mean, I think it's similar to even if you do it single player. Like, if you have a 1v1 game, it's gonna be a small map and the game is gonna go faster because of that. That could be interesting. The game would be a very different game because I consider other things. But an ad is gonna start soon, Bob. I'm gonna answer your question after we do this boss, and by the time we come back from that, we're still waiting for Ducky because I think they're still kind of disconnected. The game gave me a notification that we might be expelled from duty. Hold on a moment, we're having some lag issues, game. Don't be so mean to us. Just gotta move around because it's like based on activity, I think. So make sure you move, I think. Your third disconnection. There may be some server issues because I was affected by that too. I got some lag. It was visible right there on the stream. Let's just wait for the ads for a little bit. Sorry if you're hearing some noise in the background. Some neighbors are playing like... They're blasting radio or something like that. With a loud ass speaker. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, we're in the middle of the ad break. What the hell was the first RPG I played? It's possible it was a Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy VII, maybe. But I'm trying to think. No. I know what it is. This is an RPG, and it's even turn-based. I know what it is. I know what it is. But I will mention the Final Fantasy thing. I was actually gonna mention it earlier. I forgot to. You know, I begin many trains of thought, many conversations. How do you do that emote, Sapphira? I love to do that. What emote is that? But yeah, Bob, to answer your question, I'm pretty sure it was Pokemon Yellow, or one of the other Pokemon games of Gen 1. And Pokemon Yellow was the first one I completed out of those. I did play Final Fantasy VII. I thought that was the first one for a moment until I remember Pokemon. I didn't complete Final Fantasy VII though, but I did play it for quite a bit. Then I got stuck in one part. I've said this before on stream, and some of you may have been there for that, but it's a part in which you have to sneak past some guards, and if they catch you, you battle them, and even if you beat them, you are back to where you started, and you have to continue sneaking through certain parts. Like, you know, you have to run between some pillars while the guards are not looking, and then you make the rest of the party run while the guards are not looking, and the timing was just too hard for me when I was younger. Like, in my human child mind, it was just too hard for me, and I got stuck, and you know, when I get stuck in those days, I just don't come back to the game at all. Something else just takes my attention, and that's it. So yeah. How do you do that, like, message emote, Lurin? Let me know. Are we all ready, by the way? Ready whenever you are. The vault music is already here. You know the drill here. We gotta beat those ads as soon as they show up. The faster the better. I'm a black mage though, so I have a certain limit to how fast I can do things. But I'll try my best. Well, not the ads, but like the final one, Lady Amandine. That's the one I was thinking about. When I was getting the name of that other lady wrong. I already forgot her name. Ugh. I'm so bad at names. Yeah, suddenly the Greg nickname for Gilgamesh doesn't look that out of place for me. But yeah, I never did get to the Sephiroth fight in FF7. I'll get to it one day. I do plan to play the game. I actually have it on the Switch. When I do finally play it on the stream, it may not be from the Switch. We'll see. That would mean I would have to purchase it again on PC. And I'm talking about the original. Eventually, I plan to do the remake, but the originals will come first. Well, actually not for all of them. Like for Final Fantasy 1, I'm probably gonna go for the recent Pixel remaster. It's not gonna be the 8-bit version. We'll see. Let's be more wary of the ads there. This is not going well, I think. I think we should have drained Halicarnas's health more before Lady Amandine, right? Comes. Yeah, Amandine is indeed her name. That's the one I was thinking about earlier. I'm focusing as much as I can on her. Was Flare the right move there? I don't know. But now I gotta do Blizzards. Blizzardo! Blizzardo! Halicarnassus is coming close to it though. Well, I did whatever I could. I think that's as much as we can do. Let's continue focusing on Halicarnassus. I'm really not sure. To this day, I'm still not sure how that goes. Fire, 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 fire. Pyraga. We got it. That part in the tower, so you know the one I'm talking about, Ducky. Couldn't get past that. So, I love to play Final Fantasy VII on stream and share with you that journey on stream. Nice victory, by the way. Hey, remember this is the time for some GGs, good games, and V emoji in the chat. Hey, Huzzah! Level 80 Summoner and Scholar. Nice! Good game to you all indeed. And Lauren, you're a subscriber, you can use the sub emote. Don't you give me some regular GG like that. Use the emote. There we go. Yes, thank you for also keeping the hype in the chat. Good game and congratulations, Minna. That's what I'm talking about. Even bringing the other ones from other channels. Ah, that's from Andang. Nice. If you want to do a G-pose, go ahead, by the way. This is a good time to do a G-pose. Because that's going to be the last one. We probably won't have enough time for the other ones. Let's end it with that. I hope that's okay with everyone. If you do want to do others, of course, do it on your own. As for myself, I'm done with the roulettes for today. That's it, though. Ducky already left the instance. My first level 80 DPS, says Ducky. Nice. I still don't have a level 80 DPS. Yes, I'll probably be past level 60. If I weren't a filthy soup kitchen player. I gotta get the most out of this free trial. I'll get that subscription one way or another after Heaven's Sword. We'll get it. We shall get that. Oh, hello there. Godbird inspired player, clearly. Another Gigachat. Gigachat looking fellow. I wonder if you could make it so you could look gray. So you can look more like Chatster, like chat, like Gigachat. But thank you again, Superstar Squad, Minna, for joining me on the adventures today in Eorzea. I was gonna say in Eorzea and beyond, but everything we did, it was in Eorzea, right? Today? We didn't go to the world of darkness or anything like that. Right? Let's prepare ourselves for a raid now. Let me see who we can raid. We are about to end the stream, yes. Was thinking we could go for the top of the hour here, but we can end it a little bit earlier than that. Let's see. Who is live that we can go for? What the hell does it feel like it's been a while since my last raid? That's not a nice feeling. I don't like that feeling. But let's go for... Yes, I know who we're gonna raid. Somebody I met thanks to Final Fantasy 11, not 14. But yeah. No, thank you, Khaiden. Hey. All the love. Just like those emoji you're using. That's what I'm talking about. Let's raid Amikunoa. But before that, yeah, let's wrap things up for the stream here. Tomorrow we have one final stream on the schedule, which is it's covered a little bit by that thing there. Actually, let me see if I can move it somewhere else. Give me a second. How can I move the purple thingy? But yeah, tomorrow what we have is Master Duel. It's probably gonna be a short stream. I'm mostly gonna focus on doing it for the current Duel Trial event. Mostly using the Gem Knight deck that they offer for that, because I have a Gem Knight deck outside of that, so I will be used to most of the things you can do in that deck. And towards 3 victories, so we can get that pack. And we're not gonna do any more packs, I'm saving my gems for now. For more Sprites of Miracle, because Sprites of Miracle expires in 30 days. The other one that they just introduced that has the Gem Knight support, that I also need to get, is in 60 days, so one will take a priority before the other based on that. But I hope to see you for that. That's gonna be on YouTube, and yes, that art is so cute! I'm inside a teapot, because of course I'm gonna be inside a teapot, because I love it so much! And it's by Chatat, a website where you can create this art. Chatat.me. The credits are all there. The credits are all there in the picture. It's very lovely. I do hope to get the income to start commissioning more custom art. But before that, I'm probably gonna save that for a Live 2D model. And even before that, there's so many things I have to spend money on, so it's a bit further away than I would like. But those places where you can make them, that artists contribute to, by the way, Pick Crew especially, they're great. They're wonderful. Just make sure that you're able to use it for something like a schedule when you use them. Some of them, from what I read in the guidelines, they can be used for profile pictures and stuff like that, for tabletop RPG too, but not for schedules exactly. The phrasing is difficult to understand sometimes, because of legalese and because some of them I do with an automatic translator because they're in Japanese. But yeah. The subscriber version of the Invasion from Another Dimension message which yes, I need to add to the Tajigame bot. Now that we have it as a supernova, as a subscriber, you can copy and paste that version as well. For the raid for Amiku Noah, currently playing The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. What looks to be an RPG, and that is always welcome in my life. Not sure if I've told you how much I love RPGs. We talked a little bit about that today, but yeah. Man, the amount of viewers on the raid does not reflect the amount of viewers I'm seeing on my end. It was that way for a while, but now supposedly there's been some viewer problems on Twitch. I keep seeing differing accounts about that, but yeah. Let's make sure to drop that lob of the invasion from another dimension on Amiku Noah. For now, this is the last stream on Twitch for this week. Not the last stream of the week, though. Hope to see you tomorrow on YouTube for Master Duel. Whatever way I see you next, though. Well done, everyone! Yeah, no way, Lurin. Not just MMORPGs, though. RPGs in general. For now, everyone, good weekend. Otsukaresama deshita.